Hi everyone, welcome to another episode at NoriegaRekos. So today I'd like to take you through something that we've done as a married couple ever since we got married more than 10 years ago. So this has helped us keep track of our finances and plan better for the future. What I'm talking about is a budget template and a monthly tracking of expenses. We shared this template to our friends who were newly married, and they found it very useful as they started their married life. So I'll take you through this template, which can be used as an individual or even as a couple. I've inputted a sample salary of a person to see how he can budget his money. So the assumption here is that this person is currently earning 50,000 pesos per month. And that's equivalent to a net income of 38,800 pesos after paying taxes and the statutory benefits. I included here tithes and offerings, something that we practice in our church, and this is optional for you if you want to include this here or remove it entirely. But something that I've learned ever since I started working was that you need to pay yourself first before you spend any money. So what I've included here is to put aside some money for investment and even for savings before you actually think about how much you can spend. So for this example, the monthly savings is 2,500 pesos and the monthly investment is 2,500 pesos as well. So that leaves you with about 14,400 pesos per payday to budget for your monthly expense. If you look at the expenses, you can change this depending on what type of expenses you normally incur on a monthly basis. So just some examples here are rent and parking, grocery, communication that includes your mobile phone, electricity, water, so some of your utilities. We also have baon, or if you spend for meals every day, this is where we normally charge it. Laundry, if you have someone else do your laundry or you go to a laundry shop to do your laundry. Recreation is something that we put aside for watching movies or eating out. Transportation would be any expenses when you commute, gasoline, toll, etc. Haircut is straightforward. Cable, Netflix, and any other subscriptions that you may have. Housekeeping, if you use any housekeepers. And budget for travel. This may not necessarily be something that you spend on a monthly basis, but something that you put aside so that you can travel maybe once or twice a year. Others here is just basically the difference of the total income for spending and the rest of the expenses that have been enumerated above. So it's always good to have some margin between what your budget is and what your actual expenses are. So this is something that you should update every time you get a pay increase, a salary increase, or if you get any additional income. So what I normally do is add another column so that I can track the progression of my income over the years, and you'll be amazed by how much your salary would increase over time. And if you're able to decrease your expenses, then income for investment will be able to increase. So once you have your budget, what's important is to track it on a monthly basis. So this budget template is connected to a monthly tracker, which has the different types of expenses on the first column, your budget that you set from the previous sheet, and this tracks your month-to-date spend and the balance that you can spend for the rest of the month. So for this particular example, I've inputted a budget for Feb 2021. So this is also something that's editable. So you can, after you've tracked your expenses for Feb, you can just edit this and everything else will compute and show show details for March. Below the budget, this is where you would input your spending. So for example, I inputted internet as an example. So this is also a drop down for other expenses that you may incur. And for example, you paid $9.99 for your internet. You can even put the internet provider here, like for example, Sky Cable, Converge, or whatever your internet provider is, and your mode of payment. So whether it's cash, credit card, so that you can also track your monthly cash flow. So as you'll see, it will compute at the top two rows. So this is just basically a check whether the input of an expense has been captured correctly. So if there's any difference between the two rows 1 and 2, that means that the expense has not been captured properly. So if you'll go back to the top, you'll see that it has been captured $9.99 and it's aligned with your budget of $9.99. So you no longer have any balance for the internet. So I suggest that you do this on a monthly basis and on a daily basis, so that you can see your progress in terms of your spending for the month. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope that this will help you track your monthly expenses and budgeting moving forward. I'm going to put the link to the budget template in the description below, and you can download it anytime. And for any questions, you may comment below and ask me, and I'll try to respond on how to use this and navigate the file. So again, thank you for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be updated for future videos. Thank you and have a great day.